Now I am referring to you, my dear friends, a new chapter known as assessment under the GST. Here we have the following assessments. If you refer here, one self assessment, other one provisional assessment, assessment of unregistered persons, assessment of the non-filer of returns, summary assessment, and ex parte assessment. What do you mean by self-assessment? Section 59 refers self-assessment. A taxpayer who obtained the registration for a tax period of April month, he identified his output supply is 10 lakhs, which consists of 10 invoices, and out of 10 lakhs, 4 lakhs of invoices, GST rate 18%. Thereafter, 6 invoices, which is worth rupees 6 lakhs, rate of GST is 28%, computing accordingly, showing the output liability in his GST1 return and submitting by 11th of the following month. How submitted? Very good. After that, that should be discharged by the taxpayer, whatever the liability shown in the GST1 return, by filing the GST3B by 20th of the following month. What is the exact liability shown in the GST1 return has been paid off by filing the GST3B by utilizing partly through input tax credit, partly through electronic cash ledger, or fully through electronic credit ledger, or fully through electronic cash ledger, as the case may be. Have filed the return. Department officer has right to scrutinize your self-assessment. There is a scrutiny of assessment. Section 61 refers here. When you submit your output as liability and pay the tax, which is you followed self-assessment. You yourself assessed your tax. You yourself pay the tax to department. And if the department come across any discrepancies noticed from any means of any other source, then he will scrutinize your returns. Under section 61, scrutiny of return takes place. If so, he will, if you find any discrepancy, want to clarify with you, then in that case, he will ask you to reply within 30 days from the date of the service of the notice. I want to clarify all these points. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. Like that, department officer send the notice. While scrutinizing your return, he found discrepancies. In that case, you being a taxpayer should reply to the discrepancies within 30 days from the date of the service of the notice. With that reply, department might be satisfied, department officer may not be satisfied. If satisfied, the file closed once for all, self-assessment became final assessment. If the department officer not happy with your reply, then the department officer will question your self-assessment. Then reassessment takes place. And the reassessment, the assessment is going to be finalizing by department officer. So, self-assessment, which is if need arises, scrutiny of assessment, if no discrepancies, that particular self-assessment become final assessment. If the department notice any discrepancies which is asked for to clarify, you not able to clarify with the expectation of the particular proper officer, then the officer further proceed to reassess your self-assessment. That time it is called reassessment takes place. Got the clarity? And in the reassessment, department officer finalize the amount and asking you to pay by issuing show cause notice, which is from 1st November 2024 onwards, is called as Section 74 capital A notice, which may be issued based on the grounds on which the taxpayer not paid the tax, short paid the tax, erroneously claim input tax credit or claim erroneously refund. In that cases, Section 74 may be issued for the reasons other than the fraud or for the reasons of the fraud. Now, we have only one section, Section 74 capital A, with effect from 1st November 2024, deals with fraud cases, non-fraud cases. Earlier, we had Section 73 for reasons other than the fraud, Section 74 for reasons of the fraud. These two sections merged into one basket and named, the basket name is called as Section 74 capital A. This one section deals with payment for reasons other than the fraud, payment not paid for reasons of the fraud, as the case may be. Self-assessment, understand? No discrepancy, straight away go to final assessment. Department question, you not satisfied, then reassessment takes place. Reassessment further finalized by department officer, with which you satisfied, pay the taxes, duties, interest and penalties demanded in the notice. Otherwise, the officer will pass the order to pay it, you still got aggrieved, then come for appeal. Get my points? This is what the result. You are not sad, department not happy with you, you are not happy with the department. In that case, both of you fighting with each other, then where the matter going to get settled? In the court of law. Get my points? That time we go for appeals, not now. Section 59, understand? Section 61, understand? Now, I am referring to you Section 60, provisional assessment. Henceforth, I will call it as a PA. What is PA? Provisional assessment. It should be finalized with FA, namely final assessment. Section 60 deals with this. Sir, the taxpayer applied for PA. When applied? In the month of today. Today means 8th May 2025 applied. There is 90 days time is available from the date of receipt of your application for the want of PA to grant or not to grant PA with the AC or DC, namely Assistant Commissioner or Deputy Commissioner of Central Tax. Sir, I applied, sir. Department asked me to clarify, sir. Clarify it. With the time period prescribed in the notice. I clarified, sir. Hey, department officer, what about PA? I am granting, sir, within 90 days from the date of receipt of the application for the want of PA. Not from the date of reply received. We are here we have ASMT 01 application for want of PA. ASMT 02, there may be a notice. Reply ASMT 03. You get my point, sir. A flow is there with us. A flow of diagrammatic way of approach is there. ASMT 01. If department want to issue the notice ASMT 02, you reply ASMT 03. The entire process will be took place and complete and pass the provisional assessment within 90 days from the date of receipt of the ASMT 01. Who will grant the PA? Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, as the case may be. Now you are under PA. PA should be finalized. PA should be finalized. Look here. How the PA can be finalized? Here. I said just now to you. PA can be finalized. Now here. Look here, my dear sir. PA should be get finalized within a period of 6 months from the date of granting PA. It should become a FA. You get my point? Here, PA granted. Then from this, it should be finalized within 6 months. Who grant the PA? AC or DC? Assistant Commissioner or Deputy Commissioner? If the PA not become FA within 6 months, then the Joint Commissioner JC or Additional Commissioner empowered further to extend for 6 months to complete the final assessment. Sir, PA not able to complete within that period also, sir. Then, hey Commissioner, you are empowered to issue a furthermore time period to become PA become FA 4 years. Over a period of 5 years time period is given to you to become PA become FA. In spite of that, hey Mr. Taxpayer, you not cooperate department officer to finalize the PA. Even 5 years time period is over. Ultimate longer time of extension also be given. Still not finalized. Is it so? Your case will be declared as if no PA. No PA. Then you have to department will proceed against you to recover the taxes as per their own direction by issuing 74 capital A notice. Is clear, my dear? Any doubt? Now come back. In this process PA become FA. Here, if you refer, in the process of PA become FA, there may be well possibility that PA became FA with a shortfall. PA became FA with a shortfall. What do you mean this? How to understand this? Look here. Now, PA granted based on that, asking you, sir, there must be some security required. Execute a bond. What is the value of the bond? The value of the bond is required to be executed only to the extent where you not pay the tax. Meaning thereby, in the given example, PA granted, asking you to pay 2 lakhs. Actually, liability bill is 5 lakhs. But exactly 5 lakhs we do not know. Okay, now presently we pay 2 lakh rupees. For the balance amount, estimated amount, but not sure about that. In that case, the balance amount 3 lakhs. For example, 5 lakhs total. Pay 2 lakhs now. And 3 lakhs execute a bond. I execute a bond in favor of President of India. And the bond should be secured by the banker. Security required at the rate of 25% of the bond amount. On 3 lakh rupees, 25% is equal to 75,000 rupees. So, you have to execute a bond with a bank guarantee of rupees 75,000. I submitted, sir. Then, in that case, it should be become FA within 6 months. If not, a joint commission or additional commission will grant further 6 months. If not, commission will grant 4 years. Within that period, it has been finalized, sir. Very good. In that case, department will issue. Department call for even to become finalization of PA. They will ask for to submit the information form GST ASMT 06. Form GST ASMT 06 is the information calling to finalize the PA into FA. Repeating, PA should become FA, for which information calling by department by issuing the form GST ASMT 06. Then what is form GST ASMT 06? 05. The PA granted. ASMT 01 application for PA. Notice issued by department ASMT 02. Reply you made ASMT 03. Within 90 days from the date of making the application of PA, PA is now granted ASMT 05. Then call for information to finalize ASMT 06. Finally, there is assessment completion. Namely, PA became FA. Then the department officer will issue final assessment order, form GST ASMT 07, saying that, hey, you paid only 2 lakh rupees at the time of PA. Actual liability is now 4.5 lakhs. And you paid how much? 2 lakhs. Short for how much? 2.5 lakhs. Now you pay with the interest at the rate of 18% per annum. From which date? In which month PA granted? In the month of May. On what date? The 8th May 2025. For which due date to pay GST? 20th of June. That time itself you are supposed to pay 4.5 lakhs. But how much you paid? Only 2 lakhs. What is not you paid is 2.5 lakh. Due date 20th of June. From 21st of June till the rate you are going to make the payment, you have to pay interest at the rate of 18% per annum. Taxpayer asking, sir, what happened in the case where under PI I paid 3 lakh rupees, became FA 2.5 lakhs. I paid excess 50,000. Can I ask for refund? Yes, for you refund is allowed. Time limit to claim refund as per section 54. In all cases also 2 years time period from the relevant date. 2 years time period from the relevant date. 2 years time period from the relevant date in that case. In the case of export of goods, from the date of crossing the custom frontier. In the case of export of services, invoice issued, payment received, whichever is later. From the date, 2 years. You get my point, sir? In the case of PA became FA, 2 years time period reckoned from the date of finalization of the assessment. When finalized, sir, on 31st December 2025, from the date, 2 years time period to ask for refund of rupees 50,000. When you made application for the want of refund, GST RFP01, from the date of receipt of the application for refund, within 60 days, the department will process your refund claim and will issue to you. If they did so, no interest for delay payment. If the delay happened beyond 60 days, from 61 day onwards, the department going to pay the interest to you at the rate of 6% per annum. Isn't all be referred? Already covered. Referred? Covered. Am I right or not? In fact, you people ask me to cover first customs, FTP and COMSA at a junction. There, the refund chapter for me becomes so easy. Because, you know, without FTP, probably taken a refund chapter. Advance authorization means what is it is, obviously. Then again I have to refer the all points of that final policy. So covered the earlier that FTP and coming to the refund chapter become easy. Now assume a scenario, PA became FA. PA where I paid 3 lakh rupees. It became FA 2 lakh 99,000. How much? 99,000. 99,900. or 99,100. I paid under PA 3 lakh rupees. It became FA 2,99,100. I came to know. I paid excess. How much? Rupees 900. Correct? Under P, how much paid? 3 lakhs. It became FA with 2,99,100. Therefore, I came to expect how much? 900. I asked for refund. From GST RF01 I applied. Department thrown in dustbin. Get out from here, he said. Department officer correct to do so? The law of the land here is yes. Refund cannot be processed if the value less than rupees 1,000 as per CGST. As per just equal amount less than rupees 2,000. Then refund cannot be granted. At any circumstance, whatever may be the refund you are talking about this. Refund amount less than rupees 1,000 at a CST level, CGST level, don't ask, go. Same applicable PA became FA also. Is clear, sir? PA became FA, sir. Form GST ASMD 07 passed by department, order issued. Where I may notice shortfall, I have to pay with the interest. If I notice I paid excess, I can ask for refund. I paid the shortfall. If in case of a shortfall with the interest, excess of a payment, I claim refund. Is clear? Now, the taxable person should apply Form GST ASMD 08. Ayya, department, I execute a bond with you couple of months before. You please release the bond. Thereby, I can go to my banker. I can encash payment. Sir, what do you mean this payment? How the bank guarantee will be executed to give the security 25% of the bond value? If that comes into picture, banker says, as per the RBI norms, I am not supposed to give any guarantee without any security. Do one thing, Mr. Taxpayer and GST law. You want a bank guarantee, how much value? Sir, 3 lakhs, 25%, sir, 75,000. Okay, I will give. For the equal amount of rupees 75,000, you please open a fixed deposit in your bank account. I opened, sir. Please give to me. Take it, sir. I will mark on the fixed deposit stating that lien to bank guarantee. Lien to bank guarantee. I will keep in my drawer the fixed deposit. And I will give in a bond paper a bank guarantee stating that so and so of my client of my person has account in my branch, and if this person unable to pay 25% of the bond value to department, I am ready to pay. Such a guarantee, called bank guarantee, which is called security. Get my point, sir? Security. Listen to me. Security is different from surety. Surety is not involved in financial transaction. Meaning thereby, director of a company giving guarantee corporate loan. You get my point, sir? Is called, she is giving surety. I am a highly net worth person, individual. My company want the guarantee. Banker giving the loan to the company for which guarantee required. Then I am saying, hey banker, don't worry man, he is gentleman, my company. If they are not paid, I am responsible to pay. Such a guarantee is called surety type. Bankers not generally give surety. Banker will ask for some security to give what we can call security. That means bond should be secured with the financial support. Security different from surety. Security generally flow with finance. Surety is a faith. Get my point, sir? Now please come back. I long back I submitted the bond with the bank guarantee, sir. 25% of bond value. Please release it, sir. Like that, the taxpayer submit the form GST ASMT 08. And department verified. You paid all taxes. Very good, bye. They have released the bank guarantee. Then you come to the bank, show that particular letter issued by the department where they have released the bank guarantee. Then banker will say, sir, take your fixed deposit receipt. That you submit in the bank, encash your payment with the interest accrued thereon on the deposit. Got the clarity, sir? It's a practice speaks. I have been execute the bonds for my company long back. When you execute the bond under Exe law, there is called running bond execute. Running bond means what? Running bond means I have executed that time around 9 lakh rupees worth of the bond. 9 lakh worth of the fixed deposit. Full and full secured. That time LUT is not permitting to all exporters. Only star exporters, only LUT. Normal exporters, no, you have to pay duty. Otherwise, execute a bond with the security. We execute the bond, 9 lakh rupees, 9 lakh rupees worth of the bank guarantee. Submit in that time Excise department. Now they are same as Central Excise department. Central Excise department, what was there, who's the officer? Same officer today in the name of Central Tax and GST. Running bank means what? When I export the goods with the payment of IGST, there, if I am liable to pay GST, how much I have to pay? 2 lakh rupees. My 9 lakh rupees bond will reduce 2 lakh. Balance 7 lakhs. Again, I am exporting with the payment of taxes. In that case, liable to pay 4 lakhs, but not paying. 4 lakhs deducting from 9 lakhs. The balance, how much is then? Let us say, like that, 9 lakhs minus 2 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 7 lakhs minus 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. Now I am exporting, where the goods worth so much, the liable to pay tax but not paying, which is, that is a 2 lakh rupees, reduce, balance 1 lakh rupee. Now, this is called running bond. Get my point, sir? Once the payment realization taken place from overseas, then I can show the proof of payment realization called as FIRC, Foreign Inward Remittance Certificate. Then the department will release the bond. You get my points? We have executed that in the Central Excise law that time. But please come back. PA became FA. PA became FA. Sir, one thing is very clear. In the refund chapter also, refund is allowed to you when you export the goods under LUT. Ensure that payment should be realized in the foreign currency. Wherever permitted by Reserve Bank of India, Indian rupees allowed. Get my point? If payment not realized within the stipulated time specified by the FEMA, then the refund claim what you made, return back to department with the interest 6% per annum from the date of claiming the refund. Get my point, sir? In what circumstances I am not required to refund? I told some days before to your batch. Export the goods, tsunami taking place in the importer country, then too difficult to realize the payment, the fact noticed by Reserve Bank of India, written off that non-realization, and my exports strictly under the coverage of ECGC, Export Credit Guarantee Corporation, insurance coverage for loss of sales realization. Then the concerned country foreign embassy in India certified the fact. In that case, not required to refund back to department. Whatever refund I will only on export. Suppose I require to refund back to department, my refund, I return back. At a later date, payment realized. Can ask for refund? Yes, that refund is allowed if you apply within 3 months from the date of realization, provided that extension period of realization permission might have been granted by Reserve Bank of India. Get my point? Generally, FEMA says within 1 days should be realized payment. Within 1 days, not realized. I return back refund. At a later date realized. For the later date realized, permission granted by Reserve Bank of India to realize, to get it. Then within that permission limit, I got the payment later on after returning back the refund. Can I re-avail the refund? Yes, by making the application within 3 months from the date of realization. Get my point? So please come back. Why I am referring refund? Refund means here also PA became FA with excess payment. I can ask for refund. All these refunds strictly follows procedure of what? Section 54 time limit to claim refund, which is 2 years from the relevant date. The relevant date differs from situation to situation. Suppose if I went to the court for the want of refund, court has been given the order in favor of me from the date of the order issued by the court to 2 years time period. PA became FA, from FA 2 years. You get my points? Is the way in which you have to consider this. Is clear? Now, department finally issued releasing order within 7 days of receipt of my ASMP 08 in the form of ASMP 09. Order has been issued releasing of bond with the bank guarantee. Is clear? Now in front of me, under PA became FA, shortfall may take place. There are 2 consignments possible. One consignment, PA became FA with shortfall. Second consignment, PA became FA with excess payment. Possibility. In that case, I have to pay in one consignment the interest along with the shortfall. In one consignment, I can claim a refund of excess payment. If delay happen, interest thereon. When I am going to pay 18%, when they are going to pay 6% per annum. Problems are there. Shall we take up? Work out the problem, 1 or 2 problems work out. Edemma? Edare? Edu kanapadadu? Kanapadum. Tappu kedadu. And the PA concept different, Raja. 6% concept. Okay. But ange time limit to grant refund 3 months. Adi paathukonom. Inge maarum 60 days. Ange 90 days, inge 60 days. Simple number. It's clear. Let us have a problem that will give us confidence to work out. Assessment. Am I right? நல்லா கேட்குற மாதிரி இருந்து பசங்களே நிறைய சொல்லணும் தோணுது எனக்கு. நிறைய சொல்லணும். நான் தான் நிப்பாட்டிக்கிறேன். அது சொல்லலாம், இது சொல்லலாம். இப்போ 1000 rupees சொன்னேன் பார்த்தீங்களா? ரீஃபண்ட் சாப்டர் தான் அது ஆக்சுவலி. So, anyhow, I maximum will cover. Okay? Maximum problems from the PA became FA only in the chapter called assessment. Let's start with the assessment. Yes, Praveen, read Raja.
Vision Equipment Private Limited, registered in Delhi, supplies solar panels with uncertainty about the applicable GST rate. Possible rates 5% each under concessional notification or 12% each general rate. Turnover April 2025 30 lakhs. Provisional assessment application. Date of application ASMP 01 10th April 2025. Provisional tax paid at 5%. 30 lakhs into 5% is equal to 1 lakh 50,000. Final assessment outcome. The assistant commissioner, after review, determines that 12% GST applies. Final tax liability 30 lakhs into 12% 3 lakh 60,000. Tax shortfall 3 lakh 60,000 minus 1 lakh 50,000 2 lakh 10,000. Date of final payment of 2 lakh 10,000 15th December 2025. 5 interest payable by Mrs. Vision Equipments Private Limited.
Interest rate of 18%. Correct, amma? Shortfall then? In which month PA granted? Present tax paid. Date of application 10th. So April month PA granted. So April month PA granted na due date 20th May. On that date he paid how much? 1 lakh 50. Actually supposed to pay how much when become FA? 3 lakh. Short paid how much? That much you have to pay by 20th of May itself, but not paid. So from 21st of May till the date of payment, when they paid? So now May month, how many days? 31 minus 20, 11 days. May 11, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, September. Thereafter October 31, November 30, December 15. ஏன்னா நான் கட்டுறேன், அவன் கொடுக்க மாட்டேன். டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் கொடுக்கும் போது நான் தரமாட்டேன் சொல்லுவான். ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது நம்ம. How many days? Yes, now 2,10,000 into 18% interest at the rate of 209 divided by 365 days. Interest has to pay along with the tax. How much, Praveen? Tell me, Raja. 21,640. Is clear, sir? Clear? Check it out. 21,000. Correct? Correct? So like that we have quickly. Mashalini, read Amaraja and help Panagama, please.
However, since it is unable to determine the value of the goods to be supplied, it applies for payment of tax on a provisional basis along with the required supporting documents. On 15th February, the Assistant Commissioner of Central Tax issues an order allowing payment of tax on a provisional basis, indicating the value on which provisional assessment is allowed and the amount for which the bond is to be executed and security furnished. Orient Trade Corp Private Limited complies with the requirement and supplies both consignments on 28th February and pays tax on a provisional basis in respect of both the consignments on 12th March. Consequent to the final assessment order passed by the Assistant Commissioner on 18th April, a tax of 2,10,000 becomes payable on the first consignment and a tax of 3,90,000 becomes refundable on second consignment. Orient Trade Corp Private Limited pays the tax due on the first consignment and applies for refund of the tax on the second consignment on 22nd April. The refund was actually credited on 18th June. Determine the interest payable and interest receivable, if any, by Orient Trade Corp the above case.
இப்போ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேயபிள் பார்க்கலாமில்ல. பேயபிள் இது என்ன? 2,10,000 பேயபிள் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கன்சைன்மெண்ட் ஷார்ட் ஃபால். becomes payable on the first consignment. They have not paid anything. When the PA became FA, only bond executed. Correct, Amma? On 2,10,000, actual due date epo February month na they cleared. So 20th March 2020. So what may be the year not given. Therefore, date is given. 20th March. 21st of March the count started. When they paid amount on past 18 April, but they paid when? 22nd. They pay the tax due on first consignment and applies the refund on the consignment 22nd. The refund, okay. So 22nd April. March month 11 days plus April 22 days, 33 days ke 18%. Sulluma 33 divided by 365 days is equal to 418. Now coming to this point, actually when they applied for refund, refundable, the tax second consignment, and so apply for refund 22nd April. 22nd April apply பண்ணாங்க. Refund எப்போ கொடுத்தாங்க? 18/6. So 22nd April to 18/6 how many days? See 22nd April na, so 30 minus 22. That means count taken from next day onwards. 57 days. Within 60 days kulla கொடுத்தாங்க இல்ல? அப்போ no interest for delay refund. Is clear amma? Answer check பண்ணுங்க டக்குனு. 3418 Raja. Thereafter second consignment, time period starting from which period? Within that period of 60 days nala no interest. Is clear? Is clear, sir? So like that we can able to have the again same thing will come. It's a repetition only. The book I given it to you, you work out. There is one more problem. Like that only. Nothing more, nothing less. You want to have what refund with the interest, correct? 6% computation. I have it. Amma, next you read Raja. You read Amma. Question number 3. Read Amma.
Assessment under GST and supplied 3 consignment of furniture on 28th April. The provisional tax for all the 3 consignment was paid on 28th May. Subsequently, the final assessment order was issued by the Assistant Commissioner on 21st June, which resulted in the following tax adjustments. First consignment, refund of 120,000 became due. Second consignment, additional tax liability of ₹120,000 arose. Third consignment, refund of 150,000 became due. Debit trader filed the refund application for the first and third consignments and simultaneously paid the additional tax due on the second consignment on 12th July. The actual refund was received as follows. First consignment refunded on 8th September. Third consignment refunded on 18th September. It is further confirmed that the customers did not avail ITC on these consignments. Compute the interest payable and interest receivables if any by debit trader under the GST Act 2007.
Sir, இந்த மாதிரி பார்த்தாங்க பாருங்க அது YTC not availed. என்ன தெரியுமா? PA became FA, that much of tax what I have paid are going to pay shortfall. I have paid excess amount which I am claiming refund should not have been passed input tax to the buyer. Buyer கட்டந்து நான் காசு வாங்கிட்டேன் and I am telling department excess paid to you came refund double benefit. நான் சேல் பண்ணும்போது ஜிஎஸ்டி வாங்கிட்டேன், okay, and I am telling department I paid excess to you. We will give refund subject to recipient not availing ITSC, subject to unjust enrichment. Is clear, Amma? Any difficulty, my dear friends? Now apply. First to attack second consignment shortfall, no, 1,20,000 into 18% into number of days delay. When the PA granted? Remember, furniture, April, and the pre-assessment of the 3 consignment paid, pre-assessment and separate 3 consignments of the furniture on 28th April. So, when you separate this, April month separate, for which due date is when? 20th of May. So, on 20th of May, whatever paid, they have to notice that. So, in the case delay commencing from 21st of May, when they pay the amount, they said no, 12th of July. So, from 21st of May to this, from 21st, 53 days, okay. So, 1,20,000 into 18%, 53 days, 365 days is equal to 3136 is the interest to pay. Is clear, bro? Coming to first consignment, refund. First consignment becomes due. How much? Refund 1,20,000. And when I apply for refund? When I apply 12th July. When they granted refund? 12th July to 18th September. So 12th July, count start from next day. 60. First case, 8th September பாருங்க. அது வேணாம். நீங்க இப்போ 12th July நந்து 60 days பாருங்க. Next day ஆனஸ் எடுத்துக்கோமா. That means July 31 days minus 12 days எடுத்துக்கோ. 19 July, then August 31, அப்புறம் September 8, 58 days தான் இருக்கு. So for this no interest. Then 18th வரும்போது interest வரும். 68 days. Then how many days? 8 days. 8 days interest கணக்கு பண்ணுங்க. 6% per annum. Amount is the same amount. Amount how much became due? 1,50,000. So into 6% per annum into 8 days, 180, 197. Grip point, recheck panukla. Takadagan. One or 2 days, 1 day difference might become. I do not know. Let us see. First case 3136, correct? Thereafter, first consignment, no refund. No refund is no interest. Second case 7 days தான வந்தானக்கு. நீங்க என்ன பண்ணீங்க? 1 day நீ மிஸ் பண்ணீங்க. 1 day லெஸ் பண்ணுவானேமா? கேட்டதேனம்மா? அவ்வளவுதான். என்னம்மா? மாறுதம்மா? பார்க்குறேன். ஃபஸ்ட்டு from which date to which date you referring here? Here referring here this fellow 11th September எடுக்கிறார். எதுனா எடுக்கிறார் 11th September? 60 days ends on 10th பாருங்க. அப்போ இந்த மந்த் ஆஃப் செப்டம்பரா அது என்ன? ஜூலை 12 தானே அது? July 12. So July month எத்தனை எடுத்தீங்க நீங்க? I said next day onwards எத்தனை? 19 days. 31 minus 12. So 90 days வச்சுக்கோ. ஜூலை. அப்புறம் ஆகஸ்ட் 31. அப்புறம் எத்தனை ஆட் பண்ணா உங்களுக்கு? 10 days ஆட் பண்ணா இது 6 days. So 10th September. Count start from 11th September. கரெக்டாக கணக்கு வந்ததுமா? Is clear? From this day to this date, how many days? 7 days. எவ்வளோம்மா வந்துச்சு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் உனக்கு? 173 வந்துச்சு. கரெக்டா ராஜா? That's it. Is clear? Now come to the point. Our regular study. Come back to assessment. Under the assessment, further, assessment of non-filers of return, section 61. Non-filer of returns array. Sir, I am not filing regularly, continuously for a period of 6 months, monthly taxpayer. The registration will cancel. Department will cancel. Sir, I am a composition taxpayer, sir. For a period more than 3 months from the due date of filing, not file the return, then my registration will be cancelled. This point I referred in that particular returns on GST, QRMP. There it is there. You have time now, please go through. Now, section 45, final return. What is that? If you apply for cancellation, order of cancellation, what you propose cancellation date, from which date onwards, or order of cancellation, among whichever is later. From that date, within 3 months, you should file final return, form GSTR 10. If not filed, you also be called as a non-filer of return, then liable for the assessment. In that case, the proper officer will issue a prior notice, a notice to furnish within 15 days. You have to submit. Like that, a notice can be issued. Time limit to issue the notice is 5 years time period from relevant date. Relevant date is the date on which you are supposed to file the annual return but not filed or filed. Section 44 45 annual return. Ipo the parama for the year 22-23 annual return due date 31st December 2023. So count start from 1st of January 2024. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 5 years time period is there to issue notice, giving the time to submit within 15 days. Is clear? There, if you not submit, the department will proceed to finalize the assessment. You have to pay the tax and interest penalties. Further, if not paid within time period, what the department will do? Will issue notice under section 74A to recover it. Still not paid, still not paid, department will pass recovery order 78. 79, process of recovery. Order is 78, recovering process 79. You get my point? This point will refer and the demand recovery, where in assessment only. Is clear? Further, assessment of unregistered person, well possible. Assessment of unregistered person. Sir, your turnover already cost limit of 40 lakhs. Till not you have been registered. Sometimes before you come back as a newspaper, Pani Puru wala got the notice from the GST department. No, his turnover is much more than that. He not got registered. How the department came in, from that his UPI payments. UPI payment he got so much. So he not aware of it. It is not that he escaping it. He got shocked. Nana, GST. You being a auditor, you have to guide them. No, sir. In your case, your turnover check பண்ணுங்க sir. இல்லைன்னா காஸ்ட் அக்கௌண்ட் கொடுங்க சார், நம்ம நல்லா பண்ணி கொடுத்துருவோம் உங்களுக்கு. நீ ஃபீஸ் கொடுக்கும்போது கொடுங்க சார், பரவாயில்ல. உடனே ஃபீஸ் கேட்கக்கூடாது, கொஞ்சம் பயந்துருவோம். நீ கொடுக்கும்போது கொடுங்க சார், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்ம ரிட்டர்ன் ஃபைல் பண்ணுவோம் சார். லைக் தட் யூ ஹேவ் டு கன்வே. Get my point, sir? Many of them do not know. Many of them do not. Department not going to come just because 40 lakhs cross that limit, they should notice. Sorry. Much more than that. Get my point? Much more than that has been taken place. Department got the information. Then they have gone through. That is called assessment of unregistered persons. Look here. First, official will issue notice. Hey, mister, why should not ask you to pay the GST? I am passing assessment for uninsured person, ASMT 14. Give the reason within 15 days. You have to reply to department. Such a notice can be issued by the officer from ASMT 14, ASMT 14 over a period of 5 years from the relevant date. What is the relevant date? For the financial year, due date of the annual return. From that date, 5 years. Assessment of non-filer for returns, time limit to pass the notice, 5 years. In case of assessment of uninsured person also same. There ASMT 13, assessment of non-filer of return. Here ASMT 14. You get my point, sir. Further, and you have to come forward. You have to be ask the officer, sir, please withdraw the assessment. It's a huge amount of a tax you levied, fancy amount. It is not taxable, sir. I am ready to file the return, sir. Allow me to go for registration, sir. Like that, if you come forward and reply to the officer, then the assessment order will be withdrawn and allowing you to go for regular registration and file the return regularly. Is clear, my dear friends? Edama? 5 years case get to issue the notice. That means in the pane. நான் சொல்றேன் இப்போ வந்து இவர் அனிஷா பர்சன் வருது in the year 24-25 அதோட relevant annual return 31st December 2025. From this date 5 years time period is there. That is 5 years means 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31st December 2003. Up to the time period is there to issue the ASMT 14 notice for this financial year. Please show cause why should not ask you to pay so much of tax. Okay. 14 issue, 14 issue பண்றதுக்கு see இதுப்பா issue of notice form GST ASM 14 by giving 15 days time period furnish reply. நான் நோட்டீஸ் கொடுக்குறேன் அந்த நோட்டீஸ் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு assessment order in the form will be issued within a period of 5 years from the due date for the furnishing the final annual return to which payment of tax relates, meaning thereby you should have been issued before 5 years the notice and ensure that to pass the order within 5 years. Notice kudakamale order cannot be passed. Notice kudakama orders cannot be passed. அது கொடுத்துட்டு order pass பண்ணணும். So ASMT 15 is what? Assessment order. That can be withdrawn if the person comes forward to the officer and binding to pay all taxes duties. Is clear? Further, section 64, summary assessment. Simple to say. Summary assessment means what? I have no time to gone through your transactions. If I gone through a transaction, you come to know that you escape like Vijay Mallya. Directly passing the order. Hey, you paid so many lakhs. Sir, our lakhs கொடுக்க முடியாது sir. அதான் turnover இல்லை sir. Then come forward, regular tax payment. If you pay, I will withdraw the summary assessment. So it's called a shortcut route. Summary assessment. Praveen, this summary assessment alone read Raja. I will give you a concept here. Praveen.
Summary assessment can be resolved to any evidence showing a tax liability. The summary assessment can be passed if he has sufficient grounds to believe that any delay in doing so many adversely affect the interest of revenue. The taxable person may file an application for withdrawal of the summary assessment within 30 days of receipt of summary assessment order.
Then the summary assessment will be dropped, regular assessment takes place. Is clear now? Further, here assessment also takes place on deemed taxable person. Deemed, so we know taxable person. Then who is a deemed taxable person? Simple. I am a buyer and seller of cell phones. I have a very big godown in Tamil Nadu, Chennai, T Nagar. My friend approached me. Hey, mister, I am a close friend. I know that. He said, I have certain goods. Can I stuff in your place, in our godown? Wait for some time. I am going to USA. Soon after I come back, I'll take away. Okay, bring and give the goods here. I said. That goods he kept in my place. I am a registered person. Department came for physical verification. They found the goods in the corner. Whose goods it is? My friend good. Where is your friend? Not available. He has kept it. Then I am a deemed owner of the goods. I am liable to pay tax on that goods as a deemed taxable person. Get my point, sir? Is the meaning of it. Ex parte assessment. What do you mean this? I am the officer of central tax, assistant commissioner. Hey, mister, show your bank details, show your EB consumption, show your land property documents, show your other documents. Single document not given. Yempa Taramadam, sir. Oh, how can I have to gather the information to finalize the assessment? I am asking his banker, a banker, so and so person of my taxpayer is having account in your branch? Yes, sir. Bank account details will be mentioned to furnish at the time of submission of registration, if not within 30 days from the date of registration or the due date of filing the annual return, whichever is earlier. Within which you have to submit the whichever is earlier letter. Which year earlier? Whichever is earlier. Submit the bank details. Is clear? Not submitted. Offense. Registration cancelled. This is for there is a bank details available with the officer. Asking the manager, you submit his statements. Manager bound to submit. Hey, Mr. Superintendent of Engineer of Exe Department, how much consumption you made during the period? Please give the consumption details. Like that, gathering the information from so and so other parties, finalizing the assessment of a taxable person by the officer is called what? A ex parte assessment. So many assessment. What are they? We discussed here. We discussed here the following: 1. Self-assessment, provisional assessment, unregistered person's assessment of unregistered person, ex parte assessment, assessment of non-failure of returns, thereafter scrutiny assessment. Scrutiny is assessment, scrutiny is written separate, non-failure of returns, thereafter what? Summary assessment. So many points are there. Section 59 series 59, 60, 61, 62 is clear. Now, with this assessment chapter has been completed.